Thank you for joining us today. My name is Kelli Bertinelli, and as you know, I have made it my life mission to share fantastical careers with the universe. Sometimes coming up with new interviews is difficult, but the anonymous person who submitted this career online helpfully left the contact information of Myelle Bow, an expert in her field. She is here for what promises to be a riveting view into a compelling career. So share with us, what do you do for a living, Myelle?
Certainly, I am a prosthetic designer for aliens.
I don't think I've ever had anyone on the show who has had that specific of a medical
hmm
speciality. So what led you into choosing that career?
Well, I didn't need to choose it as a career, honestly. I was doing really well with getting jobs back on Earth. In fact, I got 8 different jobs in 3 months. It was a real
Oh,
whirlwind.
that sounds like an exciting life.
Oh, yeah, of course. So the biggest challenge was when I landed at a daycare, because I'm just like, ugh, daycare. But I soon found out my
Hmm.
specialty was teaching the kids to share. And I know the parents really appreciated it. But then one selfish little kid claimed that I hogged all the blocks.
So it seems you always need to be creating with your hands?
Exactly. I landed on that too, and I thought of prosthetics, because what better way to do good, right? Um, I think it actually came to me at dinner over a bowl of oatmeal, which is kind of random. But anyway, I started applying to apprenticeships after that, learn how to do it. But they had these annoying deadlines, and Empires Unite 3 had just come out, so I was pretty busy. One day, my mom blew up at me and yelled, "If you don't make something of yourself, I will send you to another planet." So that's where the alien part comes in.
I suppose that's a logical train of thought. I was doing some research on your background, and the Milky Way Hospital Network claims on their website that you are the premier supplier of prosthetics for your region. So,
hmm
where are you based?
Hymport is one of Jupiter's grandmoons.
Excuse me, Grand Moon?
The moon of one of its moons? Didn't you ever take space geography?
I did. That's right. Just took a little jogging of the memory there. What kind of clients do you have primarily? I know that when aliens come to mind, there are tentacles. There are 8 foot tall giants.
Okay. So the way to do this game, right, is you specialize. So I specialize in prosthetics for the Hymportians.
Ah,
And there's only one species, so it's pretty easy. They've got 7 arms and 7 legs. I mean, Martians ask for my services too, but I decline for obvious reasons.
what obvious reasons?
Are you crazy? Shipping prosthetics to Mars. That would cost an arm and a leg.
Did you have to learn a new language when you embarked on this venture? I know that some positions require you to be bilingual.
So that did seem like a problem at first, and I was all prepared to learn the language, but I actually decided to just use an
Hmm.
interpreter because it's better to have somebody else talking to the customers about cost,
Uh,
especially because the price goes up every 7 weeks.
why is that?
Inflation.
So how do you go about making a prosthetic?
Simple. 3D printers. I have 5 patterns I rotate between. So I pick one of them, program the printer, and voila, an arm or a leg. I have a couple of warehouses, and between them, I have 3,500 printers. I make several per client, so the vast renting space definitely pays for itself. It's not an issue.
You make several per client. You mean several prosthetics?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hymportian limbs pop off all the time. One kid I saw lost his arm to a helium balloon.
And they can't just surgically reattach them?
No, something changes in the removed limb and the body repels it like a magnet. I actually thought of trying to solve that problem, but
Wow.
I'd already bought all of the printers, so.
So what is a consultation like?
First off, I have the client take a personality test at the consultation, and I tell them it will take 3 months for the results to come back in from the lab. There is no lab. It just takes me 3 months of tracking their internet activity to figure out their lifestyle.
Oh.
So, based on that
Hmm.
information, I make a detailed prediction of when and how they will lose their limbs over their lifetime. No more than 9, or else they start to get suspicious. Oh, it's too expensive, whatever. but never less than 5 because I've got several Lamborghinis and those cars don't pay for themselves. Um, but yeah, so the customer pays for all the limbs up front. My printers go to work, and each limb arrives at their door within 24 hours of the day I predicted they'd lose it.
What if they don't lose the limb?
Oh, they always do. I've gotten it into their head, so it's like their fate is sealed.
As the business owner of the largest prosthetic designer in a small market, I assume you've achieved as high a position in your career as you can, but is there another level or position you could be promoted to? What is the ladder of achievement in your field?
It's not so much promoting yourself as protecting your interests, so yeah, it depends what you mean by promotion, I guess.
So, is there anything else that you could do within your field to set yourself apart?
Yeah, yeah. So I actually did hire scientists to figure out how to stop the body from repelling the limbs. They've only been running experiments for 2 years, but they're pretty close to figuring out a solution.
That's amazing.
I can't wait to have it patented.
You know, on Earth, we talk about people in the medical field being heroes, and it sounds like you will be a hero on the Grand Moon.
Really? I didn't think of it like that.
Of course. I mean, if you simply help people reattach their limbs, then they won't have to pay for these prosthetics, and I mean, you are going to help people reattach their limbs.
Like I said, what would I do with my printers?
Well, thank you, Myelle Bow. Any advice to aspiring prosthetic designers?
Practice somewhere else.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A snapshot into the life of a woman who is helping others. Making a career choice is an important decision and impacts your entire life. I hope that listeners will remember that and make a wise and meaningful choice. We appreciate you joining us and hope you'll tune in next time for Phantastical Careers with Kelli Bertinelli.